How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another game review episode. My name is Alex, and today we're looking at the not-so-new game, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Which is currently owned by Ubisoft and whatnot. I know this game's been out for a while, but there is a new update coming out, and I kind of just want to, almost compare how the game is today as opposed to like what it was when did it come out, like 2016? No, before that, like 2014 I think, or whatever. It has changed a lot in those short years, and I just want to go over like what you can expect from today's version of the game. A little disclaimer here before we begin. The gameplay footage that you're going to be seeing here is a little bit laggy, and I'm going to be going over performance, by the way, for those that haven't watched the previous game review episode. But this has nothing to do with the actual game itself. I think it was OBS in the background being a bum. I don't know. I tried changing everything. It's not the game, because when I was playing it, it played in 60 FPS and it looked fine. There weren't any lag spikes, but yeah, just to let you guys know. Alright, so on the most basic level I could possibly put it, Rainbow Six Siege is a 5v5 kind of tactical game. There are three types of objectives. There are the hostage, there's a hostage, there are areas that you can secure, and there are bombs you have to defuse as well. And one team is like an attacker, the other team is a defender, and you basically understand, I'm sure. One team defends the objective and one goes after it. There are ways to complete your objective, but it could also go very wrong for you if you're an attacker, as someone can come up behind you, or this game utilizes a lot of sound and whatnot, and you really have to have at least a good ear to hear where people are coming from, whether it's below or above or in the room across. It really depends on how good your listening skills are. Now for operators, which are the people that you actually pick to play, they're pretty much different. They're all unique from each other. They have their own weapon and their own special ability. You can see here that this guy named Sledge, he has like a sledgehammer to break through walls that he can break through, and easily break through doors that would usually take a little bit longer than not having the actual sledgehammer. Every operator is different, and with the new operators we're getting something that we have kind of seen before, but it's a little bit different. The new operator for the new season, which is like season 2 of year 5, for those of you that don't know, the new attacker, his name's Ace, and he kind of has something that a previous operator has, such as his name is Thermite. Thermite has the ability to break through metallic barricades on walls that usually most people can't get through. Ace kind of has that same thing, but like I said, it's different for everybody. They all have their own like unique touch to it. In this example, Ace doesn't have to necessarily stand at the wall, as opposed to Thermite actually having to come up to the wall, plant his breaching charge, or whatever you want to call it. Like Ace, he could just throw his breach, and then it'll make a hole in the wall and whatnot. I think Thermite's is a little bit bigger, which is a little what's different from Ace. It's a bigger hole so that he can actually walk through if he needs to. And yeah, they're all kind of different in their own ways. Like I said, I think it's like the third time now. Their own guns, their own skins and whatnot. Now, for seasons in Rainbow Six, they come with their own thing, such as like new operators, new maps. Sometimes old maps can have reworks, and that's sometimes what people want. In this case, like this new season that's coming out, I don't really want the house map rework. I know a lot of people do, but I don't know. House is just kind of like holds a special place in my heart, and it sucks to see that the old map is being changed. And but yeah, that's kind of just how the way it works. Sometimes you're not gonna like what happens, but some things are great as well. Gameplay wise, there is team killing, which is I thought was a problem at first. I thought it was really cool, but also a problem at first. What if your teammate just decides to be really toxic and kill you? And that could happen sometimes, sure, but usually, you know, teammates won't kill you. Most you, Jesus, I can't speak. Teammates won't be the ones killing you. Usually be the opposite team, obviously. But if they just didn't want you in that match, they'd vote to kick. But there's always usually that one person that votes no and you're fine. It can happen, and I'm not gonna say it doesn't ever happen. It does. You know, you will die sometimes to your teammates because they felt like killing you. You know, once you die, you can vote whether yes or no, like if it was an accident or not, and if not, then you know they're not punished for it. But if you vote yes, they will be punished in some way, shape, or form. Can't remember what it is at this point in time, but you know, it's nothing to really worry about. There are the occasional bugs, you know, but they usually patch them in, I don't know, a week within the release of a season. And yeah, you know, the game's fun. You know, you kind of have to count your bullets or whatnot because it sucks to be in a situation where you're in a corner and you run out of bullets and the guy's rushing you. You know, it could be a nerve-wracking game, a very stressful game in terms of like, you know, how are you gonna plan this round or whatnot. You know what I mean? You kind of have to prepare for what's to come. And yeah, you know, at first, I'd say within the first 20 levels that you join the game or whatnot, it's gonna be hard. You know, it's not Call of Duty where you can just go around and rack up some 60 kill streak. It's different. Rainbow is not that type of game. You actually have to plan and you know that kind of thing. You don't want to just rush everyone and hope that you won't die, because you will. No, you will. Like, a couple bullets will kill you. That's the realistic thing. You can't just, like, respawn within 10 seconds of dying. You have to wait till the next round to, you know, spawn back in, because once you die, you die. You know, it's a 5v5 tactical kind of game. It's not, like I said, it's not Call of Duty, it's not Overwatch. It's not, you know, you really have to think about this, and that's kind of just how the game works. Performance-wise, the game runs really well, I say. I mean, it is a Ubisoft game, it's a AAA game, even though it is $20, which I'll get into that in a minute. It runs really well, you know, there's barely not any lag spikes. I mean, I don't think I've ever encountered one, to be honest. I don't know, that's the first, I guess, now that I think about it. But yeah, performance is great, you know, controls, they feel amazing, like it's nothing weird. One thing that my friend did complain about that I never realized, because I never cared, you can't jump. And I don't know why, I don't know, I'm guessing he played COD a lot. You can vault over things, but you can't just jump out of the blue. Yeah, I know it's a weird one. The cost of the game, it's about $20 on Steam. Actually, I forgot to check what it was on Epic Games. Let me just take a look at it, because it is available on Epic Games as well. I think it's $20 as well. Let me check here. Yeah, so currently at the time of this recording, on Epic Games, it is $20, but it's on sale, 60% off. It's available for $8, so if you want to go ahead and grab that really quickly. The deluxe edition is also $10 if you want to spend the $2 more. Sale does end at June 11th, so you might want to grab that before, you know, whatever. Alright, my final thoughts, you know, game's good. I think I spent 3 years playing it, off and on kind of situation, from what I liked and what I didn't like from, you know, seasons and whatnot, but that changes because usually the next season they bring something that I am interested in, you know. They kind of have that, the game kind of does that to you, pulls you back in every once in a while, and you say you're not going to play. That's exactly what happened to me, but you start playing again, whether if it's your friends asking or you're just kind of bored, especially in a time like this, where you don't want to play but you end up doing it anyways, because you're bored out of your mind. And yeah, you know, if you have friends, it gets a ton better. You know, there's a bunch of good videos out there, I'm sure, where people are laughing off with their friends, and it's a good game overall, you know. Yeah, it can get annoying, like I said, with the team killing and whatnot, and if there's a big group of people, they could vote to kick you out if there are 4 of them, obviously, that are kind of like playing together. I mean, like, if they're in their own group or whatnot, they could absolutely do that if they wanted to, but you know, that rarely happens. Yeah, hacker wise, forgot to mention that. Hacker wise, there really aren't any. I've seen videos out there, but over my 3 years of playing, I've only encountered one hacker. And yeah, that kind of concludes this episode of Game Review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should do another game review for any game. Doesn't matter if it's new or old, just let me know. And if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.